Hey guys, my name is Jessie Mew, and welcome back to Finch's Flight. In the last episode, Finch handed out some of those special sparkling gemstones that he found in the caves for his birthday. He gave each and every one of the cats a present, or most of them anyways. We're waiting for the ruby to give to Griffin, since he seems to like the color red so much. And of course, Starling is only looking for the diamonds for himself. That's the only thing he's missing from his collection. But today we're going to visit the Winter Festival again, because springtime is just around the corner. And I feel like Finch has a few ideas in mind for what he would like to accomplish in the spring, so we'll talk about that soon. Finch, didn't you tell me the other day you wanted a tiger butterfly? Anyway, I got you one. Hope you like it. Well, it is certainly much, much better than the red ladybug that you got us for our birthday. It's much less menacing to our poor little Ruby, who I'm sure was quite frightened by the sight. It's interesting that he's giving us so many bugs, though. I guess he has quite the stash. And that does make sense since he is our shopkeeper, and I know we've unloaded plenty of our own insects on him in the past. Here's your morning frog as always, Griffin. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, Finch? I think you dropped this golden seal. Here, take it. Oh, excellent. It looks like he's still stashing away the herbs inside his den then. I wonder if he's actually branched out his garden a little bit. He has all those snake lilies, but it does seem like he has a suspicious amount of herbs inside his den too. Maybe he's gotten a little bit of help from the moles. You sure like to spend a lot of time around me. Not that I'm complaining. I enjoy it, Finch. That's very sweet, Mango. That actually reminds me that one of the things Finch wants to do in the springtime is give one of those red roses to a special cat inside his colony. So I actually wanted to get your opinions on that, which cat you think we should choose, because Finch's options are pretty much wide open at this point. I feel like all of the marriageable cats would be a good choice for him in their own ways. Of course, Griffin is our original friend, our original breakfast buddy with his love for frogs. And since then, we've made sure to bring him a toad or a frog like literally every single day. So we know that those two are very, very close. And I feel like Griffin probably cares for Finch a little bit more than he's letting on. Then we have Slate, the newest member of the Feather Colony. And something tells me that her decision to settle down was probably largely from her admiration of Finch. She was always protecting him in those big battles, so she already knows about his ambitious ways, and his newfound strength was what convinced her to settle down in the first place, after he became a master warrior. So there has to be some sort of attraction there too. Hey, the Winter Festival is just around the corner. That means the snowball fights are almost here. Oh, and Slate was the one who was talking about pelting other cats with snowballs recently. I'm so ready for them. I've been training all season long. Yeah, I feel like she and Claudius probably had quite a few snowball fights over the season. I was actually wondering if maybe she could be related to Claudius. I mean, they do seem awfully similar. I was thinking maybe Slate could be his daughter or something. I don't know, I feel like he has a very mysterious past. We always figured there was something special about Claudius too. Maybe he used to live inside the mountain domain with Arthur, and that would explain his connection with the sword. But maybe he also had a daughter in his past. He seems like an older cat to me anyways. So Slate would definitely fit the bill. But yeah, then we have Mango over here, who's kind of like Griffin's opposite. And yet we've also made sure to bring her these delicious berries every morning too, because she seems to love these so much. And I know she appreciates the company. I said in the last episode that she always flew under the radar for me, because she never seemed too interested in the idea of settling down. She's very calm and peaceful, and she loves to relax by her tropical little den. We always bring her shells too. I actually gathered up a few more of these so we would have more gifts to give her in the future. But if Griffin is Finch's resident grump, then Mango is definitely the Feather Colony's ball of sunshine. And I'm sure that Finch would get along very well with her too if they did decide to expand their relationship. It is a tough choice, and I already know that it's going to be very, very hard to pick which cat to give the rose to, and that's why I wanted to get your opinions on it. So I think I'm probably going to set up a poll, just like I did for Pennycat's adventure. You guys can vote on which cat you think would be the best suited to Finch, and hopefully in the next episode, when it's the springtime, we can choose one of those cats to offer up our red rose to. I think we do need to wait until the cat is at 5 stars, and I'm pretty sure that Griffin is the only one. But Slate and Mango are just around the corner too, and we already know what they seem to like. Actually, if we could find some more little bunnies hopping around the place, I'm sure... Oh, and of course we run into another one of these frogs instead. But yeah, if we can just find some tiny little bunnies hopping around, I know that Slate would really appreciate something fresh. Hopefully we can get this one. There we go. Another frog in the back. Unfortunately, Griffin won't be around to accept it tomorrow, but we'll save that for later. Now it looks like the other colonies might actually be trying to block us from the sacred temple. Well, we are going to have to go down there, especially since tomorrow we're going to be trying to get there for the festival, so we better make sure that our pathway is nice and clear. No big surprises for us this time. No ambushes from Leo, please. And on our way, we'll just swoop around and see if we can find any more of those winter blueberries too. I've already picked some extras in the swamplands, but I mean, since we're so close, we might as well dip our toes in just to see what we can find. It'll be nice when all of the other herbs start growing back, like the catnip, because we can sell it for so many mews. And for that matter, it'll be really nice when we have full foraging skills as well. I'm sure the springtime would be the best time for Galen to teach us that last little bit that we need to push us to our final level. Oh, and we are so close. Actually, if we complete these battles, we might have enough experience points. So let's go ahead and munch on some of these mice that we have inside our inventory, and then we'll scoot on down to the battles to see if we can conquer them. I have a feeling the one down here is probably the Mystic Colony. I mean, it is right in their territory, so surely this is. Yep, it looks like it's the Mystic Cats, but not too many of them, so I'm sure we can take them with our loyal guards. Oh, wait a second, maybe not. Oh my gosh, they just destroyed them again. I always underestimate these tiny little groups of guards. When there's just a couple, it seems like it would probably be easy, but I guess it's like the leaders are sending out their strongest to do all of their toughest work. But at least we finished off that one, and now we can go to the next one. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to be waiting for us here, because it's kind of in between like all of the different territories. So this might be a pretty big skirmish again, if more than one colony decides to get involved. It looks like to start things off, we're fighting the Mountain Domain, so we're going to use our Lion's Roar right away so we can take out some of these cats fast. The less cats we have on the screen, the better, and once they start calling in those reinforcements, that's when it's going to be trouble. Are you the last cat? Oh, excellent! Oh, that wasn't too bad at all. See, this time we called in our strongest to do our dirty work. There's trouble on the borders today. Yeah, that's why we're down here, Feather. We wanted to make sure that our pathway would be nice and safe for all of the cats who want to go to the Winter Festival. I'm so glad that Slate is excited for it too. It sounds like she really likes to play the games. I think she played the pumpkin carving contest last time, right? Yeah, she actually played a couple of rounds. So yet another connection between she and Finch, I feel, because those two could probably come up with a lot of fun games together. Finch is a very quirky individual for a leader. He's not at all stoic like Leo is. He's not very serious like Alyssa. He's kinda just going with the flow, bumbling his way through the life of a Highland King, but it seems to be working. Now we are getting a little bit deeper into the Forest Colony's territory, and I know now, unfortunately, that we have lost a little bit of reputation with them. So that means if we run into their guards out here, they're probably going to attack us. It's actually been a really, really long time since we last visited the family. We're going to have to set aside a day just to bring gifts to them, I think. I'm sure that Scout would really appreciate it. And maybe it would even be a good time for him to ask his father what he thinks of his plans. Maybe his father could give him a little bit of advice, since of course he went through the same thing with Penny. Granted, Penny was the one who gave him the red rose, so maybe it wasn't quite as hard for him. But I'm sure he could still offer up a little love advice anyway, a little bit of relationship advice. It's so late now that I don't think any of the cats are going to be up. Yeah, looks like only Doc is out, making sure that all of the cats in his colony are nice and healthy. Maybe we could stop by and talk to him? Oh, just in time. How's Finch doing today? Here for business or here to chat? Just wanted to talk to you, Doc, see how everything's going here. I may be a doctor, but Mare tells me I can only tend to cats that our colony trusts. There's other healers in other colonies that can do what I do for the others, I'm told. Oh, yeah, well, goodbye, Doc. I guess that's that. That seemed to be quite the big hint. It looks like Sarge is going to bed too, so let's just stop him to chat as well. He always did love the kittens in Penny's den. Hello, Finch. What brings you to the forest colony today? Mind your manners while you're near the forest colony. We don't take kindly to misconduct. Oh, we know, Sarge. I know that it's been a really long time since we were last here, but we still know to respect your ways. Oh, what did Sarge like? Was it just the mice? I feel like he may have liked mice. Let's see, let's give the mouse to Sarge. Yes, he loves it. Oh my, I love these. Thank you so much. Actually, Sarge, why don't we go ahead and give one of these to the colony as well? We weren't really planning on it, but if it could boost us over the 75% that we need to keep ourselves safe here, that would be excellent. You know, 75% means, well, if we're ever looking to join up with their colony, we can let them know, but we're not going to get rid of the feather colony anytime soon. And it looks like Penny is having good luck hunting as ever, with those blue jays right out in full display in front of her den. But we're just gonna munch on our frogs. And then I think it's time for us to probably head back, because it's getting super late now, and we need to make sure that we're well rested for the Winter Festival. I guess we're gonna have to probably try to beat Slate next. Unless she's on our team. We do play the snowball fights in teams, so it would be pretty nice if she was fighting alongside us. It sounds like she has truly been training for this for like the entire season. I think we should probably set up some like rocks over here if we can. Some little forts between Claudius and Slate. That way when they do want to pelt each other with snowballs, they'll have something a little bit better to hide behind. I can just see her like hiding behind these trees over here he was probably using as rocks. If only Finch could have joined in. So since we'll have a little while to wait, and since none of the cats are out here, everybody is far off at the sacred temple setting up for the festival, let's make sure that our battles are going to be far away from the main path. While we have the mystic colonies slowly creeping into our territory here. Geez, I feel like we should probably check that one out, rather than the one closer to the path to the sacred temple. Because if they're trying to curve up around the side while we're not paying attention, we simply can't let that stand. Hopefully Alyssa isn't taking any hints from Leo. Hopefully she's not taking anything from his playbook, because that seems like something that he would try on a festival day of all days. In fact, it kind of seemed like Leo was being quiet. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Typically when I say that, that's when he comes out in full force. And he could just be waiting for the springtime, so he'll have plenty of herbs to use on his guards. Oh my goodness, another one of those giant hordes of guards. But it does seem like those were quite a bit weaker than the few that we fought before. In fact, all of our guards seem to survive too. It's no surprise that Slate hasn't joined them though, because I'm sure she is waiting very eagerly at the festival. So let's head off in that direction too. I wonder if we're going to stumble into the next battle as well. I mean, that one was so fast, I guess we might as well give it a try. Though it should be noted that we don't have quite as many of our abilities to use this time, only our Lion's Roar. So I guess if things get really bad, we could always try to scare away as many of the cats as possible. Let's see. Yeah, there are quite a few guards here too, but let's try to, oh my goodness, separate the masses. That way our guards can take care of the couple up on top. Yep, there we go, no trouble whatsoever. And there's a couple of Mews back here behind this big oak tree too. Boots and Squire and Sprinkles, thank you so much for your help. Now feel free to join us over at the Winter Festival if you would like. We could probably use your help in the snowball fights too. I think it should be just around the corner. If only we had some Valerian to take, then we could get there even faster. I'm sure Slate is probably waiting like right at the gates. She wants to make sure that her snowball buddy will be here to help her. Yep, there she is, waiting eagerly right next to Coco. I hope everyone will decide on a resolution to stick to as we head into the new year. I know what mine is. Ooh, mysterious Slate. I wish we could hear what she's decided on, but I guess she's probably trying to keep it personal. And Finch can respect that too. Finch's resolution, I guess, would be something related to family. Something related to these beautiful red roses. Spend a little bit more time thinking about his future, I guess. Since we do want to upgrade his den so he can start a tiny little kitten family of his own. Wow, there's a lot of cats that live around here. Have you met them all? Actually, Starling, I think we probably have. Now, I'm sure that we've spoken to all of these cats as well, because we have been to this festival many, many times. We'll talk to Sarge since we just saw him last night. It's been a year of prosperity for the forest colony. Here's to another. I always like to see him talking to the other cats, because we knew him to be a very, very stoic individual, so it's nice to see him making friends. And I remember Griffin and Lyris talking together by the edge of the festival last year. Look at all these cats. There's way too many people here if you ask me. I'd like to pelt them all with snowballs. Oh, Griffin. That's one way to get into the holiday spirit, I guess. Oh, we better talk to our dad, too. We missed you last night, Scout. What's been your proudest accomplishment this year? That's actually a good question. I guess it would be just the fact that we managed to invite, like, all of the cats to our colony, so now we have a full house. Or it could be the day that we went all the way down to floor 70 in the mines. That was pretty impressive, too. The temple would make a most effective defensive position in a great time of need. I remember him saying that before, and since he is kind of mingling with the mountain domain, it makes me wonder what he's planning. I think Mango is the only one who hasn't seen the Winter Festival left. Oh my gosh, and we have 5 stars with her now? Well, that's adorable. Now Slate is the only one that we're missing. I'd like to participate in the snowball fights, but I'm not very good. I'm just there to have fun. Well, that's fine, Mango. We would still like to have you on our team. I think it would be fun to fight alongside all of our cats. And I'm sure that Griffin is going to be very, very eager to get started too. So let's go ahead and start the games. Let's see who we're going to fight with first. Hopefully... No, it's not Slate. Oh, poor Slate. She's not even in this at all. It looks like we're fighting with a Nil this time. Let's work together to beat them. You know, I always wanted to get to know Nil a bit more. I say that every single time we come across him, but I think that Nil would really make some good friends with Finch. I mean, we already know that he loves birds, and Finch is actually named after a type of bird. Penny loved her birds too. So I'm sure that the two of them would have quite a bit in common. Quite a bit to talk about. But there we go, we managed to take out Missy. So now we just need to take care of Alyssa. And I have a feeling she only has a couple more hits to go. Maybe one more. Nil, don't just stand there. Throw those snowballs, buddy. One more hit on Alyssa? Yes. I think that was a perfect round. So that means we get 3 festival tokens? Maybe that means we can look into buying one of those special coat colors, because we know how much our cats love to change their styles. Oh, we'll have to find a good one for Starling for the springtime season. Oh, and Slate is joining us, yes! This should be a piece of cake. You ready, Finch? Of course we are, Slate. It looks like this time we're going against Robin and Missy, so Missy is getting back into the action. Now, the snowball fights must be the best game for Missy, since she does have that white fur. She blends in very, very well with the snow. She just has to move a little bit faster to get out of the way of our snowballs. Oh, she's dodging them pretty good right now, but there we go. We managed to overwhelm her. Hopefully we can do the same for Robin. If you come down here, maybe we can pin her right against that fence. Oh no, it looks like she's sneaking away. Robin is actually a bit more wiry than even Missy was. Oh my goodness, maybe we need to get up a little bit closer. There we go. One more hit and Slate took her out. Yeah, Slate is definitely a very, very good teammate to have on your side. So one more game and then we should be all done with the snowball fights. And this time we're fighting with Elyrus. Alright. Our adversary shall fall like the leaves from the autumn trees. Well, at least he's feeling confident. I'm a little bit disappointed that Griffin didn't get the chance to join in this year. But I guess it's because there's so many cats who want to participate now. They probably want to get their paws on some of those special prizes too, just like Finch. Now it looks like Nil and Slip are actually teaming up pretty well. I don't want to get too close to where both of them are throwing those snowballs, because then we are very, very likely to get hit. I think this is Finch's best round ever though. 2 perfect rounds so far, and if we can do the third one too, that would be amazing. One more hit on Nil. There we go, now we just have Old Man Slip. I think Elyrus just hit him with one of his snowballs. Ooh, that one was very, very close. That just whizzed right past poor Finch's ears. He's like balancing right up against the fence. Oh no! Oh, he took out Elyrus? Now it's just us against Slip? Oh, thank goodness we managed to take him out, but that was a little bit nerve-wracking. Who would have thought that Old Man Slip would be the one to hold out the longest? But that's a perfect round for Finch. 3 perfect games. So let's see what we can buy from Coco now. Oh, the bubble wand! We never did get the chance to test this out with Penny's kittens. So maybe Finch would want to buy one of these, just for the memories maybe. He wants to try it out in his own den with his own kittens someday. And that would definitely leave him with enough tokens to buy some of the special colors. Either the glacier color or the snow day color. I kind of like the snow day color just based on that tiny little image on the side. So let's go ahead and buy one of our bubble wands, and then we'll buy the snow day color. And that leaves us with 6 tokens left over. Maybe it would be a good idea for us to save those. I mean, we could buy the winter lights decor. Ooh, and that is very, very tempting. You guys know how much I love those Christmas lights. You know what? I think we're going to do it. I think we are going to do it. Spend every last one of our hard-earned tokens. And I mean, he did just say that his resolution was going to be to spend a little bit more time on his den and his family. So this is all part of that too. Home improvement for Finch. I think that should be it though. The only cat in our colony that I didn't actually speak to was Galen, and I feel kind of bad leaving him out, so I am going to scoot down here just to see how he's doing. Hello, Galen. Can you feel the excitement in the air? Spring is nearly here. Yes, and I'm hoping that maybe you can train us in foraging. Oh, look at that. We can upgrade to our final level in foraging already. Yes, so Finch is going to be a master forager going straight into the next season. That means it should be much easier for him to find all of those raspberries. And maybe we'll have enough of the berries to go into the mines again, so we can finally get the warp to level 50. But yeah, that was very fun. Oh my gosh, and look how bright this place is now. Bright and sparkling and rainbow. Yes, that was definitely a good investment. We even have our lights right outside too. And it looks very, very nice in the snow. What do you think, Coco? Was that a good way to spend our tokens? And we better make sure that we pop that little bubble wand in a corner too. Right next to all of our other special trinkets. Our red roses and our sapphire. That way we'll know that this is for our future kittens. So yeah, I will set up a poll for you guys to take, so you guys can let me know which cat you would like to see Finch settle down with in the future. Of course, if Griffin is chosen, There's plenty of ways that we could explain kittens between them. Maybe they could adopt a litter. So don't let any potential kittens influence your decision. Just let me know who you think would be best suited for Finch. And hopefully in the next episode, on the very first day of spring, we'll be able to make our decision too, once and for all. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!